things that I experienced firsthand when I went to university was that, like when I said in the first part of the video, in the first bit, that, you know, you should save money before you go to uni. That's something I experienced. I didn't save any money when I went to uni. Even though before I went to uni, I was working part-time and everything. I didn't save any money. So when I went to uni, I had like nothing. And I remember I had to buy loads of stuff for uni. Like, I didn't want to bring just old stuff to my uni. I wanted like a new duvet and a new bed sheets. I was just being extra. That's just me. And so I remember for a little while I didn't have money, but it was only for like 2 weeks or something. And I remember my mom gave me a bit of money to buy food. What else? So be smart with your money. That's something that especially in first year, I experienced this myself firsthand, and I saw my friends, is that people are very careless with their money in university. The minute they get paid, they go out and they buy, you know, they buy Ralph Lauren polo shirts, and they buy trainers and go out, and, you know, when they go out and they buy champagne bottles and things like that, and then they forget to pay their rent. One thing I will always say to advise people is that whenever you get paid, pay your rent first, because you must always have somewhere to stay. And don't go and spend your money on showing off to people who don't even care, okay? Who don't even care about you. Pay your rent. I know of some guy, he didn't pay his rent and he spent all his money on like drinks and whatnot and partying. And in the end, he got kicked out of his accommodation and he had to go live with his friends. And then you can only live with your friends for a while before you become annoying. And they're going to be like, if you live with me, you need to pay as well, you know? So one of the things you should always do when you get paid is pay your rent. Pay it, and whatever money you have left, obviously, you can spend on yourself. But some people obviously are very lucky that they don't have to pay their rent. Their parents will decide to pay their rent for them in their first year of uni or something like that. So, you know, if your parents like that, then you're obviously very, very lucky. To be smart with your money, yeah. One of the things also, when I went to uni, shops like Iceland and Asda became like my favourite shops in the world. Literally, like Iceland, Asda, I was there all the time. All the damn time, okay? I'll go to Iceland and maybe spend like say £70 I will spend £70 in Iceland. And you know how cheap Iceland is, okay? So I will have food to last me for like 2 months. Like my freezer drawer will be so packed. It's ridiculous. I'll have so much food. Like £70 for me was 2 months worth of food in my house, you know? So you have to be smart with your money. You have to know what to buy. You must always have food at home. Don't just always go out. Because think about it. If you go into Nando's nowadays, you go to Nando's, you're spending about £20 in Nando's. But if you go to Iceland, £20, yeah, you can get some chips, you can get some chicken, get drinks, you can get some salad to go with that, you can get some dessert as well, you can get a whole bunch of stuff, you know. So you have to be smart with your money. Don't just waste it. And I know there's loads of times when I just wasted money at uni and I spent loads of money on clothes, because every time there was a rave, I wanted a new dress and a new pair of shoes and new accessories. Like, I did that all the damn time. And by the time I was going back home, I had more things. I had like too many things to bring back to London. Also, reputation. This is something people don't really sort of give advice on when I watch YouTube videos on uni and things like that. But reputation. At uni, I would say you should try and maintain a good reputation, because everybody's true personality sort of comes out at uni, especially when you're at uni away from home, because sometimes when you're still living at home, you're still very grounded, but most people, when they go to uni away from home, they sort of go crazy. You have to be able to sort of, you know, remember your teachings, remember what your mum taught you. Some girls, you know, now they have this freedom, so they have like a whole bunch of guys doing a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we're all adults, but, you know, whatever reputation you sort of create for yourself at university, it kind of follows you for a long time. So I would say don't create a bad reputation for yourself. You know, don't be known as a thief, for instance, because there are some people I know, everybody knew they were thieves. Like, if they come to your house, you need to keep your eye on them, because that's how sneaky they are. There were some people who were known as, you know, girls who sort of were easy and slept around a lot. You don't want to be known as that kind of girl, because no one's going to respect you. And, you know, the things that, whatever you were known for back in secondary school and stuff like that, it's kind of forgotten. when you're in uni, because your uni friends tend to be the friends that you're gonna be where you're gonna know for a longer period of time. You're gonna, they're gonna know you for a longer period of time. So don't create a negative reputation out there or anything like that. For me personally, I know that my reputation, I was known to be a bit of a bitch. I was a bit rude and sarcastic and things like that. But hey, I'd rather be known as a bitch than other things. But what else? Also, don't party too hard. I know people who went to uni to go and do degrees in engineering and law and things like that, and they literally came out of uni as party promoters and things like DJs or something. There's nothing wrong being a DJ and whatnot, but if you're going to uni, you have to keep remembering why you're at uni. You're not at uni to become a DJ. You're at uni to be doing your degree or whatever it is that you're, So don't. There were some people that literally lost it. They completely forgot why they came to uni. Completely. They didn't even show up to class or anything. So always try to, don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the moment, because the thing about uni is that all these little things, they go by so quickly, The fun times, they go by so quickly. So don't sort of try and relive them all the time. It's just ridiculous, because after a while it's boring and you need to move on. So don't get caught up in the hype because all DJness and all of that. You have to keep remembering why exactly you are at university. And also, I guess time management. This is something I had a problem with at uni sometimes, was time management with doing my assignments on time, giving myself enough time to revise, getting to class on time. And I think for me, because I was really not passionate about the course, I was really not motivated. This is another reason why you need to be passionate about the course. Because if you're passionate about it, you're motivated, you want to go to class, you want to do the work, you want to do well in the exams. When you're not passionate about the course, you don't care, And I got to that stage where I just didn't even care. I would go to the exam, I'll probably revise. I'll spend 1 day revising for the exam, and then I'll go and do the exam. And I'll literally scrape by. I'll literally 40 is the pass mark, and I'll get 40. That's what I'll get. I'll get 40, and I'm like, woo! At least I don't have to do the retakes. And there were even times where I did have retakes, and I remember there was a time I had 4 retakes, and obviously my uni was in Birmingham, so I would have to go all the way back to Birmingham to do my exams, and it was so annoying because there was sometimes I remember one time when I had a retake. And I took the coach. I was going to catch the coach to Birmingham in the morning. And my retake was late morning, 11. So I was going to get to Birmingham for 9. And then, do my exam and then catch a coach back down. But then got to the coach station. Some guy at the coach station, he punched the driver in the face. So my coach was delayed for 2 hours. I got to miss my exam. So I had to retake it again. It was ridiculous. I was so angry that day because the guy punched the guy. He punched the coach driver in the face. And if you take National Express coaches, you would understand why. Some coach drivers need to be punched in the face. Some of them are very rude. But that really annoyed me because I was late for my exam. I had to, obviously go to teachers and tell them, and I had to show proof that that I was really late because somebody had a fight with the coach driver. I had to retake the retake. It was annoying, and literally I wasn't even bothered. It was just because I was not motivated, because I really didn't like construction. Although I did have good moments, and I learned a lot by living by myself and all that kind of stuff, and the kind of friends that you make at uni as well. You have to be very careful, because there were some friends who will probably be around you just to use you, or if they see you've got money, or your parents send you money quite a lot, they might use you or come to your house just to eat. I know people who used to go to other people's house just to eat their food. That's it. That's not even friendship. Like just come to your house to eat food. That's it, and then we'll leave. They don't help you with the food. They don't help you buy the food. They don't even help you put the food away when you buy it. But they will come to your house, come and eat your food. So you have to be careful the kind of friends that you make at university. Like I said, they're going to be the friends that you will have for a long time. They'll probably be, you probably meet your bestest friend at uni or something. I don't know. But the friends that you make at uni tend to be in your life for longer. Not like secondary school. Because when you leave secondary school, unless they go to the same college as you, you're probably not going to keep in touch with them. So, yeah. And also, this is another thing that people don't talk about, is that when you're going to university, like, that is far from where you're actually from, where you actually live with your parents or wherever you're from, I would advise everyone to try and get a storage room. This is something I learned in first year when I couldn't find storage. So I had to take all my stuff, because when I went to Birmingham my first year, I took everything. I'm so attached to my stuff. I took everything. Like, I took all my clothes, all my shoes, everything to Birmingham. And mind you, I took a coach. So you can only imagine how many bags I had. It was like me, my mom, and my stepdad. Because at the time my mom wasn't driving, so I had to catch a coach. And so when I finished first year, I had to bring everything back. And when I was bringing it back, I brought it back by myself. And so when I went into second year, I got a storage. So you try and find storage because it's essential. You don't want to go back and forth with all your stuff. Like, I found storage and it was like £5 a week, which was quite decent, you know, because if you're keeping your stuff in there for like 7-8 weeks, like £5 a week, it's not that much. Try and get storage for your stuff. Don't take all your stuff all the way back. Keep going back and forth. That's what I did. Unless you drive and you don't mind doing that. But even then, that's like, you know, you're gonna do, especially you're a girl, you're gonna probably make like 2 trips. So yeah, just try and do that. Get storage and keep a good reputation. Manage your money well and manage your time well as well, because uni goes by really, really quick. 3 years is it just goes by quickly. I remember first year like it was yesterday, but it was a long time ago. So, and enjoy every moment. That is my sort of personal advice to you. So, thanks for watching, and subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me about your personal experiences at uni, whether it was good or bad, or like a really cool story that, you know, something that happened to you or what happened to one of your friends at university.